Hey guys and gals, let's finish up the Scrapyard by Lego City. This is set number 60472. Contains 871 bricks, retails for $79.99, and the set was provided by the Lego Group for early review. Thank you, Lego. So, this is what we're going to be doing today. Now remember, in the last installment we did bags 1 through 5, and everything so far is pretty much modular. So each vehicle, this ramp thing, I don't know what this is yet, and the crane are all separate builds, so up to 4 people can build this set. And in this installment we're going to focus on the car crusher, and I think that's what this is. And yeah, and I'm pretty pleased with the outcome of the build. And today is December 25th, 2025. So it's Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah, everyone. And now we can get started on the build. And I'm pretty pleased with it. So let's unbag 6. This is like a lot of big pieces in here, so it's a big treat from dealing with all the small stuff. But this set has a little bit of everything, so I'm not too displeased with it. Last installment, we already talked about the set's at a 7 because of scratched parts, and I'm hoping it's going to stop there. Probably a 6.5 because of stickers, but nothing. We don't know yet. We haven't figured it out, but we're done with the stickers. And pretty much that's what that is. Alright, so it doesn't show the minifigures being built, so maybe she's built later on in the book. Alright, so got a lot of these shipping container pieces. I never thought about buying a bunch of these. I should, because they're really cool. They're just your typical 1x6x5 panels. And they'd be good for like panel trucks and stuff. So, well, we don't. All right, well, let's stack all these over here because I got so many of them right now. They're kind of taking up the space. We got 6. We have 8. Too bad they don't have doors that will fit in a 5-stud height frame for those. And in addition, we also need that. So right here in the corner, we got a poop piece. So we know what the dog's obviously been doing. And whoops, you cannot see what I'm doing. Let's bring that down here for you, huh? And let's bounce that a little closer so you can see a little bit more than what I'm doing here. And let's fire up that ring light for you. There you go. And slowly getting sets built here. It's becoming more of a I gotta get it done type deal, and I'm hoping I'm not running out of space on this memory card. Doesn't look like it, so I'm gonna try to go speedy on this. But I'm getting close. I think like 20 gigabytes left. Depends on my bit rate on this, but I've been slowly editing videos today and putting things together and ripping things apart. Matter of fact, I'm still ripping apart the battle bus right now. I had to charge up the phone recorder. I noticed having a separate microphone does help because you're not hearing the constant rustle of the bags and all that stuff. So that's pretty much what it is. I think separate recordings are obviously better. And if I forget to record something, the camera will pick it up. In fact, I gotta go check on the air filter in the house a little later. I just remembered that. But I'll do it after this bag here. I'm just trying to get all these sets reviewed so I can just relax and not worry much about anything. Well, Jay, why are you doing so many set reviews? You know, well, they're here and I have to review them. And if you're just tuning in, there is a part 1 to this. And I will try my best to put them in the playlist. The main review will be on my main channel, but what I'm going to do is put the main review on the playlist in these. I was thinking about that. I need to really get off my buns and start doing that so you be able to view it non-stop. I've had a few of you thank me for putting them in a playlist, so I need to get back onto that. Okay, let's do it like this. I gotta be careful because I don't want to hit any buttons here like I have been. Okay. Kind of a lazy day today, but that's how it is. So how I'm going to review this is, this is just going to be one that I'm going to put together on the turntable. And I'm going to do let's do it in the order that I'm going to film it. So after I'm done with the build, it'll be the review. Then I'm going to do the 360 spin tour and then the close-up tour last. I always save that for last because that's the hand cam, and I got to change from regular shot to steady shot. So I have to switch modes around like a billion times, but it's a lot better. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes, you can. I don't know what that goes to yet. Oh, it goes to the big tile. What is this, the fly swatter? So we can get the flies on the workbench while we're working. Ooh. I'm really surprised they haven't come out with an 8x8 tile yet. Be kind of cool if they did. Lego would produce one. Maybe one day. It took forever for them to come out with a 4x4 tile. Okay. Yeah, these big tiles are real smooth. You can see all my fingerprints all over that. If something ever happens to me, just come in the Lego room and then check my tiles. You'll find my fingerprints all over those. And of course, you can just buff them out too. Alright, and then after that, and then we flip it back over and tile this up here. And then we push this right in here. May have to wiggle things in here. Well, it's hanging on something. There we go. It's supposed to go like that, but I think we need to finish that up a bit more before we can really say that it's strong enough. Obviously, this is meant to... That's as far as it goes? Well, that's lame. You think with those big old slides, but no, they have this here stopping it. They just use one of these airplane things for the handle, which is really cool. And then we'll put this here. If you want to hear what I got for Christmas, I got it in part 1. Still kind of separate there. We need to strengthen that up. Yeah, let's see here. It tells us to flip it over. Okay, we're using these. So now we're locking them together. Flip it over again. Probably going to flip this thing over a bunch. I got red bricks. Boy, those are kind of rare. I don't have a whole lot of those. And then we have these that go here. And then this goes on the top. Very seldom do I ever get to touch red bricks. And then now we got to put the panels on here. Yeah, these would be good for like a shipping container for your trains and stuff. Okay, and then we lock all that together. At least the panels are getting locked in really good, so we don't have to worry about this coming apart. And we got to make 2 of these with what we call these is wicker doors. And technically there is supposed to be they used to have notches on the bottom of these for glass, but these are just meant for regular wicker doors. I don't think Lego was ever going to intend glass to go in these. So I was hoping one day they would produce a 4x4 window, but now maybe one day, but it won't be today. This one goes back behind here. And then I got a few more of these. This bag here wasn't too bad, was it? It was just, it's very big parts, which is fine by me. I don't care, because I like the big stuff too. And then after that, we lock all this together. And that will pretty much finish up bag 6. Yeah, still doesn't look like much of anything yet, and that's what we have remaining there. Not too bad. Alright. Now we're going to move on to bag 7. And this one here is got the minifigure in here. She's the one we're building next. Okay, we got a bag of tools. And you're going to need to open that up now because she needs the cross iron out of that one. And those are silver metallic. That's kind of cool to see. And there's not a whole lot of small pieces in this, so that's even better. Okay. We got to put the figure together first. Okay, so far I found those items. She's got a double-sided head. And, well, she's got a problem. She doesn't have legs yet. She's got the surgical gloves on, too. Get that in her hand. And there we go. Now she's got the cross axle. Ready to take some tires off the vehicle so she can steal them. Oh, 6x10. I don't have a lot of those in that color. And now we can get back onto here. Here's a wicker door. That's what they call them. So this bag here probably won't take that long. Okay, it's supposed to be like that. I was looking at that, thing kind of weird. And it looks like the container really does nothing. Because they have this here, stationary. I thought maybe it pushed something out, or seen those things back when we were kids where they were like Play-Doh. You'd stick the Play-Doh in, you'd squeeze it, and all this weird stuff would come out in different shapes. And that's not how it is here. We just got the the wicker door. So that's essentially what it is. It looks like you would just put glass in these like the regular ones. No, they don't. Maybe one day. Okay. Like these are hard to find in red. Sometimes I can never find them. And then stick that right there. Yeah, but I hope everybody had a good Christmas this year. So next year probably won't be so well, but it depends. Make sure our cross holes are facing outward or facing towards the camera. Facing towards you. There we go. And let's see here. Now we're getting down to the small stuff. Well, we got that. We got the instrument cluster. Maybe they robbed that out of one of the cars. We don't know. And then this goes right here. At least that's printed, huh? Okay, now we got to get started on, looks like the flap thing. Okay, goes like that. And then you got to make 7 more, so make 8 of those in total. Just for, so I don't lose them, there's 2. Just do them as we go. All right. My nephew's still at work too. I think half everybody now is starting to work on Christmas Day now because extra time, extra money. And this goes here. So, all right, this thing's being kind of goofy. Kind of get that even there. So yours should look like this on the back too. So now this slides in here. Just going to tack 1 in there, and it's going to get all weird. Don't worry, we'll fix that in a second. And just loosen it up a little bit. Now they can just kind of. Except that one's coming undone. Always leave these a little loose here. See how that moves? You can just slide it around. All right. And then this goes on the top. And it's stationary. I thought we would drop stuff in there. So I don't know. We'll find out how it works in a little bit. And then now we got to work on the ground on the side here. All right. And then looks like we got to do ourselves a wall of tools. So now we're just going to build ourselves a little tool rack. And then more clips. Well, that one went there. Okay, we got that. Okay. Some of these might be crooked, so I'm just going to push it all on a flat surface. There we go. That's pretty good. And then now we have to populate it with all the tools. So we're going to match the picture as close as we can here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just set them in here and just randomly grab them. I wish my pull apart would have tools for us to use. Now they charge you a lot of money to go in and get car parts, and what do? You have to bring your own tools in there. One of the places I was going to, they were actually weighing you, make sure you didn't steal anything. I thought, really? They would charge you a $20 fee, and then they would weigh you. And if you were allowed to bring your car in there, well, that really went kind of weird. If you were allowed to bring your truck in there, they would weigh your car before you entered, and they would weigh your car after. And I thought, well, what'd be the point of that for? You know, all I got to do is just throw some old bricks in my car, walk in there and grab what I want, and just say I couldn't find anything. You know, this goes here. Got a nice selection of tools, don't we? Okay, I didn't put that in the right spot. I don't know how critical it is. I'll put it there. I'm not going to remove all those during the tour. Okay, what do we have? I think I made a mistake. Okay, let me take the tool thing off. I made a boo-boo. There's actually... Let me make sure here. Oh, no, I didn't. Never mind. I'm not even paying attention. All right, these go here. I forgot these. They go on top of these here that are really loose. Right here, those 1x2s. And this leaf piece goes here in the corner, that nasty color. And then that's it for bag 7 with just an aerial remaining. Alright, now we're going to wrap up the Scrapyard with bag 8. Maybe I should have included these in the other installment, huh? Because I didn't know. Well, it's too late now. I mean, I could combine them, but... Alright. So now we have to continue back on the top here. And this thing's already kind of big as it is, so let's see here. That's about as high as I can go on that there. Alright. Here we go. Let's start pulling all this out here because we gotta find some small, medium parts. This is one of them. Yep. Now, since we just started winter, we're just getting through Christmas, which I'm thankful for. And now it's going to be winter fun, and then just think in a few months it'll be too hot to even go outside. And now I go, oh, it's cold, I don't want to go out there. No, that's the place to be, is outside. I want to sit inside. Okay. And then just a bunch of 1x6s here. But yeah, leave that open, I guess, there. So in order to lighten up the load, I'm just going to start stacking light parts in piles to lighten up the load, make it a little easy to follow here. And trying to find that last 1x6. What am I finding? 2x6s, so we're close. Not close enough. And hope I'm not getting a relapse of that stinking cold. My arms just feel like ice. My feet are like ice cubes right now. But I'm comfortable. I feel fine. It's just my upper arms and stuff. I slept okay. I did wake up maybe a few times to go to the bathroom, but that was it. Or I'm just kind of tired of working on sets daily. I need to take a break. Well, my camera's going to fill up eventually, so I will be forced to take a break. You know, it's going to happen. Not if, but when. Because it's going to. See how I'm sorting the parts as I'm going. That's nice and smooth there. And so what I'll do is I'm going to tack the review onto this. And then the tour and the operation stuff you'll have to watch on the main channel. Eventually I'm going to combine everything here, but for right now I'm not. And okay. We don't need those. In fact, they even have all the news turned off right now. They got a parade going on one channel. And then they got the football or something on another channel. And I thought, well, there's nothing to watch. And this one news station is just kind of cheesy, and I just won't even bother with it. So I was like, yeah, I'll wait till world news and stuff like that comes on YouTube. Okay, so it looks like we're building some hatches here. I have a feeling that, let's take a look. Are they going to be mirrors? Are they? We know they're obviously not clones. And no, these are completely different, so we cannot do that. Hey, I had to look and see. I want to see if there was any way to speed it up just a little bit. And unfortunately, no. I bet the cars will fit in here. You just simulate them going in. We'll have to take a look here when it's done, just to maybe do a quick tour of it. So it must fit right there. All right. Sorry I'm a little quiet. I'm trying to relax. Hey, there wasn't any drama today, so I'm really happy over that. Of course, I stayed back here most of the time, so it makes it even better just to kind of avoid things. So I just kind of stay in the Lego room and just come in here and just film. Okay, flip it over. back over again. That one doesn't want to go on there. We're going to do the whole thing. Okay, I don't know why they did that. They start here. I'm just going to place these all on here now. Why don't we just finish this up first and then do the little lock thing in here. I guess so kids don't have to count too much. And we got this. It looks like a radiator grill goes on there. It's right in that seam there anyways. I'm just building it pretty much how I see it. There we go. Okay, and we have some of these here. Put that one in the middle first. It's like skip a few tubes, set that right there. And pretty much the center of the shoe glider is right where that joint set there. And then set it in there. Well, we know it fits, so some of these did not go down very well. Alright. And then we stick some of these little pins in here. Now you may have to wiggle those in a little bit. Got one in, so we're there. You gotta put this one on this side here. Kind of looks like the trap that they would use in Ghostbusters. Okay, now we got to build the other one. So now I'm glad I didn't, because these are built differently here. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting this done, and that's kind of cool. And put this one right here. And it's pretty much the same thing but reverse, but this is like, this is going to be seamless when we're done. I gotta go check the leftover stuff because I don't want to have to come back and then do it. I'm going to try to get this all done here real quick for dinner. Okay, let me put this plate here. Shove these in the corners. Can you still see what I'm doing? Yep, you can. Okay, and then just put these all on there. I'm going to shove these on here first. I'm going to need that. And then this goes right at the seam here. Jay, you're not following the instructions. Yeah, I know. Here's the deal. You get if you get this set, you can build it any way you want. Okay. It's almost like the other one we just put together. And then Get a little comfortable here. Now we got to put this on here. Looks like there's nothing on the top. I was wondering how that would open up to begin with. And we just put our pins in there and just wiggle it. Just keep wiggling everything around until it fits in. Now I have a few of those, so if I lose one of these, it's not a big deal. I thought I'd lost it. The manual was hiding. See, I can't fit it in there anymore, so I'm just going to wiggle here until it goes in. And then now, kind of cool. It's like the thing for Ghostbusters. If you had studs in the middle, you would never have a clue that opens up. That's probably what these are for here. And then now we're turning our attention back to the front. Okay. Making sure that's locked in pretty good. And I'm just going to go ahead and breeze through this real fast. Just hope I don't run out of memory. I'm checking that. I'm checking the camera every few moments, making sure. That tells me I need to start getting and filming the rest of this stuff and getting it off the camera. But I'm hoping this video will help you guys and gals out assembling your new set. Okay, now we gotta do is put this in, but I gotta go check on something. Okay, my apologies. Okay, where were we at now? Oh yeah, the junk piece that goes in there. It's made out of junk car parts. So we got the steering wheel in here. This goes the other way. It doesn't matter. Okay, and then we got to build another piece of junk. Pretty much, I think they're built almost the same way. Well, this one doesn't have a steering wheel. So I guess these are supposed to simulate crushed cars. And that's it. That's what we have remaining for bag 8. Alright, so here's a quick demonstration on this. What you do is you stuff these in here. I don't know if you can put both of them in or not. Just shove them in here, and that's what the wicker door is for. I think a lot of people are going to be playing with this more than anything. Just shove these in here. Maybe you need to pull this out first. So pull your lever out here in the back. Just pull it out all the way. And set those in there. And then you could just set a car in here. It doesn't matter. Let's put this one in here. There we go. And that's what it looks like inside. That's a nice car to be thrown in there. And then basically what you do is you push this lever here and this should spit it out. Let's try it and see here. Yeah. So now you got your car parts. And you can pull the lever back again. So it looks like you're actually dropping a car in here and just doing that kind of thing. So that's it for the demonstration. Just says drop the car in there. Now it tells you how to work it. It's like you only need to put one in there at a time, not two of them. And then now you join all the parts together. We have all the extra stuff, so you could take the cars off. So the extra studs on that are for extra pieces. It looks like all these parts get joined together, but they don't really tell us how it goes together. So we're going to have to keep this open here, because now I got to get the turntable. And then now we can start setting up the build. Okay, so we're going to start setting this booger right up. This is the part that I have to bounce the camera on a million times, but I may not have to on this one here. So things may get a little out of whack at first. So it looks like this goes into here. So let me, you may not see too much of it because I have to see it to get it on there too. And might be easier this way. Oh, I got that one in there. There we go. So indeed, this thing can be built up to 5 people. It's a nice group build. And in addition to that, this piece here, this probably goes right into here. This is already a long set, so that's it. That's the play set. Got your junk parts. So this is obviously the front and the back. And here's these pieces here. Now remember, I'm setting it up for the review. So you can set the car up here like this, and you can do that. Yeah, this would be warranted a nice close-up tour. Let's get the other car out of here. Let's see here. Yeah, that's easy to pull out with adult hands, so a child should have no problem. And you can put this other car down here. And if you want, just pop off your rims or whatever and set them on here. Now that's the beauty, because you will need that brick separator. This is very important that comes with this set. You're going to need to pop these tires off, and you would just stick this in here and just pop it off. Without that, that's the only problem about that. Just put that back in there, and you can set your tires on like this. See, that's what those are for. So you can hang those tires, or just grab tires from your other collection too. These are too nice to drop in a crusher, so we're not going to do that. So what I'm going to do is set it all up here for the review. So all the cars fit in there. Put that there. And then now we got to get the crew, get them set up, and then I'll be ready for the review. I'm going to say 6.5, just mostly due to scratched pieces. Stickers were very minor. I'm not going to go hard on the stickers, but I think the scratch parts kind of did this set in. And honestly, that's what killed this model. Now the minifigures are pretty generic. So, okay, let's get this thing out of the way because it's kind of annoying here. This thing is so stiff. I don't even want to mess with it. It feels like I'm ready to break this. There we go. Can I... So I'm going to say a 6.5 just because of also that. This also does extend out, so you can drop your car in there. This is just stiff. So what I'm going to do just for the tour, I'm just going to keep it kind of... We'll just put our figures in here like this, where we can see a little everything here. And we got the guard dog. We'll put him there's a stud that I can attach him to, I would be fine. We can leave him floating. Remember, I got to do a thumbnail on this, so yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. Is just kind of, I could put her by the tools, but we want to make sure we see everything. There's really nothing really important in there. So I'll set her right here. Well, come on. Okay, do I have? You just want to fall over real easily. My patience is kind of worn thin right now. The holidays wore me out. And then that's it. Now let me, at least this build's mostly just full of air. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, it's full of air. And can I spin this without it clinking on anything? So far, so good. We're ready to go. Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh no, we barely made it. So I better not touch that turntable. Making sure that there's no flashing lights. Because I want to get this done in one sitting and get it done here. Alright, so this would not only be needed for building, but you're going to need it for popping off tires. So I will mention it, well, we already mentioned it at the beginning, but the Brick Separator does come in handy with this build. And I think that's it. Okay, let's get that all sharpened up here. I'm pretty pleased with the outcome of the set. It's just, here we go, turn that brightness up a little bit. And the only thing I'm just kind of disappointed with is the scuff parts. Everything else is pretty cool. Like this is functional. This is just a bit stiff. But could we put a car in here? These are meant for it. I mean, it's kind of tipping forward. It's more back heavy than anything else. That'd make a good little thumbnail here. Should never stand under that, huh? Or just do it like this here. Well, we could just extend that out. That makes it look a little better for the thumbnail, because then I can type over here. Means I'm going to have to re-raise this, but that's fine. I'd rather have the crane being used for something than anything else. I think we're good. I think that's fine. And all around, it's a nice set. As you can see, it's playable. Not a whole lot going on in the back there. But this right here is the fun part. I think people are going to be playing with this one more than anything. And at least it's a play set. Mostly this is just meant to be played with right here. The main action is right in this area. And I think it looks really good as is. I think we're set up, we're ready to go for the review, which we're going to start right now. Let's start with play value. As you can see, this set is a very highly playable model. So in addition to having the two cars, we also got this rack, we got the crane, you got the shop that you can play around inside, as well as the car crusher. A lot of people are going to be playing with this. And it's pretty good with play value. And in addition to play value, this set can be built to up to 5 people. So you and a couple of buddies can put this set together. This would make a wonderful group or family project to put together in an afternoon. And it was highly fun to put together. Build quality is also pretty good, with the exception of this. This is very stiff, as you saw. So you're really going to have to muscle this. It feels like this thing's about to break. Everything else, though, seems pretty sound with this set. I didn't have anything fall off while constructing this set, so build quality is pretty good. Build experience is also okay with this model. I did have a few instances with stickers, but nothing major with the build. Just one or two stickers I put on crooked, especially on this crane. These right here sometimes could be a bit of a chore to put on, but that's not too bad. The only thing I have to mention is the way the set was packed. There was a few windscreens that were scuffed. We'll get into the score in a bit on that one. Now, it looks as if this set could be dropped into a Lego city. You could put the car crusher in there as well as this rack and the crane, but the back of this needs to be finished off. So I bet if you just put a wall back here, this would be a complete model. So you can just pick this up and put it in your city. In addition, the cars are about 7 to 8 studs wide. They would fit on Lego roads, so this would be really perfect for a Lego city. So the cars are already done for you. You could just pick them up and drop them in, which is really cool. So my final score in the set is going to be a 6.5 out of 10. Sadly, for a highly playable model, a lot of these glass pieces came in scratched and pitted. I don't know what the Lego group is doing over there. They need to package those up in a separate bag because I'm tired of getting those scratched and pitted. It just makes the set feel used and cheap. Maybe with enough complaints it may change that, but I don't see that happening in the foreseeable future. But nonetheless, if you get a set that's not scratched and pitted, it's not a bad build. This is a highly playable model. Even I enjoyed putting this together. You got plenty of accessories to go with it. I mean, this looks really fun. But tell me what you think of the Scrapyard